everyone, my name is Bria. Welcome to the video. Thanks for hanging out with me. So recently, to put it lightly, I've been a bit obsessed with a brand of plushie called Jellycats. And the other thing I've been kind of obsessed with doing is making clothing for my said plushies. For an example, this is one of my bashful bunnies, and I crocheted her a dress. It has bows on the sleeves, and I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. While searching for the dress pattern, I stumbled across a really cute Jellycat cardigan pattern. The thing is, though, is that it's not normal crochet, it's Tunisian crochet. So I'm gonna learn a new type of crochet today. If you've never heard of Tunisian crochet, I'm not the best one to explain this. But from what I've seen, it's kind of a mixture of knitting and crochet. If you've ever crocheted, you know that you work one stitch at a time. In Tunisian crochet, you work multiple stitches at a time. So in other words, you have a lot of loops on your hook. Yeah, but if you're interested in learning more about Tunisian crochet, Tony from TL Yarn Crafts has, from what I've seen, quite a few Tunisian crochet videos out there. They also wrote a book. And one of the tutorials I'm going to be learning from is one of Tony's tutorials. I will link the video that I'm using below. It's called Learn Tunisian Crochet in 15 Minutes. So we'll see how I do. I'll also be linking the pattern that I'm using. It's a free one on Ravelry, I believe. And this is the test subject for today. I recently got this secondhand. It's a bashful mouse in this gorgeous light pink color. I'm in love with her, and I think she needs a cardigan. Also, the pattern I'm using uses weight 3 yarn, DK weight. I don't have very much DK weight yarn. The stuff that I'm using is actually discontinued. It's this yarn. If you can see that, it's like a thin blanket texture. It's Burn-Up Baby Blanket Tiny. The color that I'm using is Clear Sky, and it's technically a weight 4, but earlier when I was doing the dress pattern, I did the wraps per inch test, and it came out closer to a weight 3. So I'm using it as a weight 3, and I'm using it for this pattern. Hopefully everything will turn out okay. We'll see. But I think I've gotten all the technical details out of the way. I'm gonna get started. Okay. I'm partway through the first row. It's helpful that I already know how to crochet because there's a bunch of skills that transfer over from that. I mean, it is still crochet after all. But this is what I meant. This is just a standard crochet hook. It's a size 4mm, but you can see that there's a whole bunch of loops on this hook. So instead of just working one stitch at a time, you're working a bunch of stitches at a time. Hopefully that makes a bit more sense now, what I was saying. I'm working on the left panels right now. Just the first one, I need to make 2. So far, I think I know where this is going. But I'll check in later. Welcome to my desk. I just finished the foundation row. Yeah, you can see it's a bit of a different texture to standard crochet, but so far I'm really liking this. It's later. Good news. I finished 2 rows now. Bad news. I'm not really liking how the tiny blanket yarn is looking with the Tunisian crochet stitches. Usually I'm okay with that. Just because of the nature of the blanket yarn, it's like just fuzzier and not as defined. Usually I'm okay with that with plushies, but for this, I kind of wish I had a yarn that was less fuzzy. I might go and look through some boxes to see if I can find any weight 3, like acrylic or something. And if I can't find any, I have a decision to make. Do I continue on with this yarn? Or do I wait until I can go into the city and buy some yarn? Because first off, I'm already making compromises with this color. I wanted a green, not a turquoise. So I'm gonna have to decide. I am convincing myself more and more that I'm just not liking this yarn for this project. And I checked. The only other place in the house that might have had weight 3 yarn doesn't have weight 3 yarn. So I'm gonna have to wait until I can go into the city and pick up some more yarn. At least I get to look online and see what they have. But I think I'm gonna frog what I've done so far and restart once I get some new yarn. That's where I'm at right now. I was so excited to work on this tonight too. Oh well, I guess I'll update you when I actually get new yarn. It's the next day. I was doing some research on yarn that's available in my area, and there's basically no weight 3 acrylic yarn that I liked at all that I could get without having to pay outrageous Canada shipping prices. So I was going through my stash again and I started thinking, well, maybe I could just use a thinner weight 4 yarn and go down a couple of hook sizes. So I've been doing some gauge swatches. So originally the pattern calls for a 4mm hook. This one was with a 3.5. It's still a little bit big. It's supposed to be under 4 inches, 10 centimeters. This one is at 10 centimeters. So I think I'm going to go down another hook size to 3.25. I hope I don't need to go down to 3. Yeah, but this is the Lion Brand Pound of Love weight 4 yarn. So hopefully everything will work out. I wasn't expecting to have to wrestle with the yarn this much, but we'll see. I'm just hoping that the drape is still okay. It's not like I'm crocheting it for me to wear. I'm crocheting it for my Jellycat to wear, so I think it'll be okay. I'll see you in a bit once I make another gauge swatch. Okay, I finished the gauge swatch with the 3.25mm hook, and it's still 10 centimeters. And I don't actually own any more hooks that are smaller than this that don't have ergonomic handles, because I learned that you can't do Tunisian crochet with an ergonomic handle, which makes sense, but I don't own anything smaller, so I'm gonna have to go with this. I'm gonna keep working on this in the 3.25. Oh, also, in case I didn't explain it well, technically the gauge swatch is supposed to be 22 stitches with 10 centimeters, but this is only 20 stitches in 10 centimeters, which is why I'm a bit worried. Yeah, I really don't know. It should be okay, but I'm still doubtful. It's later. I've made progress. First off, look how absolutely gorgeous this texture is. It's so pretty. Also, I'm really enjoying the process of doing Tunisian crochet, so that's fun. Also, now that I've actually done a decent amount of rows, if I can line it up, it's officially under 10 centimeters now. So that's why you do a proper gauge swatch instead of just guessing. At least it's working out for me. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I just finished the first panel. Look at how beautiful this is. The borders and the edging is just so clean. It's so pretty. I know I'm gushing over this, but this is so fun. I really need to go to sleep. It's very late. So I'm going to go to sleep and keep working on this tomorrow, hopefully. Hey everyone, I've been working away. I officially have the 2 left, I think, panels done, but I don't think I showed you the back of what these things look like. You can see it's a very different texture from the front. It's really cool though. I also opted to do a slip stitch bind off, cast off. What's it called? I don't know. Just so it gives it a little bit of a cleaner look. It's hard to tell from the pattern, but just because I'm not experienced with reading Tunisian crochet patterns. But I think that I'm not supposed to do a bind off, but I wanted to do one, so hopefully that works out. Anyway, I started the right piece. I need 2 of these. Also, I don't think I told you. I need 2 back pieces, 2 front pieces, and then I'm going to be doing the sleeves after that. I think if I was looking at the pattern correctly, the sleeves will work directly onto the other pieces. So hopefully I can figure that one out. Also, I've been worried about how it's going to fit, but it looks like this is where the side seam is, and it reaches from the side seam to the center seam, which is right here. So I think it'll fit. I'm wondering now if I should have stuck with the 3.5mm hook. It is a bit too late for that now, unless I want to frog to the 2 pieces that I've already done, which I don't. Yeah, that's the progress update for now. I'll see you later. I now have both of the right panels done. Sleeves are next. Next time I work on this, I need to go to sleep again because it's late. I was just about to start working when this girl started demanding pets. Isn't that right? So I think I told you this already, but the sleeves are next. These are going to be the front without the clips, and these ones with the clips are going to be the back. The reason being is because, if you can see that, there's a difference in height there. I think I may have accidentally left a row out of this panel, because all the rest of them are the same size. I don't want to line them up right now because that's just a pain. But this one, and then these two are all the same height. This one's just a bit shorter. So I'm going to try and put it on the back. Hopefully fix that in sewing. Will it work? I don't know. But at least then I don't have to see it on the front if it's really, really bad. So that's the plan. I need to read through the sleeve instructions and actually figure out what I'm supposed to do here. No, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to actually frog the bind off that I did for this shorter piece and add an extra row because it's bothering me too much. So I will do that and see you later. I added the extra row to the panel. I don't remember which one it was, but I also did the sleeve. Hopefully this is making sense, but this is going to be folded in half and then stitched from here to here. So that's the sleeve and that's half of the cardigan main body. Now I need to do the other sleeve and then all the sewing and the trim. I'm at the point in the project where I'm just like, do I really want to finish this? But yes, I do want to finish it. I just need to get it done. I finished the other sleeve. Also, I wove? I don't know. Anyway, all the ends are woven in because if I leave it to the end, I am not going to do it. So I did it now, except for that one and that one because I need those to sew up the sides. So everything except for those are now woven in. I'm going to start the sewing the sleeve into a tube and sewing up the side of the cardigan, and then I sew the back partway down, leave a hole for the tail, and then I'll do a border all the way around. I'm going to do a border around the whole bottom edge and the neck line, and then I'll be done. I think that's it. Maybe? Yeah, but I'm going to keep working on this. So I'm in the middle of sewing, and this is the sleeve. For the sleeves, I've been going through both of the loops that they look like single crochets. The cool part about Tunisian crochet that I've noticed is that the edges get these V stitches too, and not just the top, which is super cool and super clean and super nice. So I've been doing the sleeves through both of the stitches on each side, but for the main body piece, I didn't like how that was looking when it was all stitched up. And so what I did instead made it look like this. This is a piece that I already finished. I just feel like it looks cleaner. And the way I did that was, instead of going through both of these stitches, I'm just going through the outside stitches. So yeah, as you can see the V, the outside loop, and here's the next V, the outside loop. So yeah, both stitches on the sleeve, only the outside stitches on the body piece. Oh, also I forgot to mention, I was sewing these, the sleeve and the edge, inside out. So the whole thing was flipped inside out, and then I flipped it right side out once I finished. And by the way, I finished that part. So yeah, on to the next part. So all the sewing is done. I still need to do the trim around all the edges. But I wanted to try it on my mouse Jellycat because I was worried that it wasn't going to fit and it was going to be too small. But it fits great. It fits so well. It's so cute. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. Can't wait to get this done. Ready to see the finished cardigan? Look. Look how absolutely gorgeous it is. It fits so well. I will say the tail hole is just a tad high. You can see that. Obviously I was using a different yarn and a different hook, so that's not a big deal. Look how beautiful. And the stitches, I love the look of Tunisian crochet now that I've done it. It's so pretty. Here's what the inside looks like. The seams along the sides versus the seam on the sleeve. See the two different types of seams. And I rolled up the sleeves a little bit. It is absolutely gorgeous though. So, what did I think of this project? It was so fun. It was really, really fun learning something new, but at the same time being able to transfer over skills that I already had. Like, I had to learn how to do the Tunisian crochet stitch, the foundation row. I had to learn how to increase. I had to learn how to decrease. I had to learn what the stitches looked like so I could actually work into the stitches, but it was still crocheting. It was fun having that balance. I also loved the process of not just learning, but actually doing the stitches. I didn't expect to like Tunisian crochet this much, but it was really, really fun. And lastly, as I mentioned before, the texture it makes. Look at those stitches. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the different look because I'm so used to like a single crochet look. The Tunisian simple stitch is beautiful. I'm pretty lucky this project. The sizing just seemed to work out perfectly, but it is late. I should go to sleep. So I'm gonna end off here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe consider watching more. Also, maybe consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. That way, you'll be notified whenever I post. So you can watch all my future content. But only if you really liked it. Thank you again. Bye.